This week on Chuckload of Comics, it's the annual Chuckload of Comics comic book trivia showdown between Charles Snarls Riley and Andy Bad Attitude Lindsay. Stick around, see who knows more about comic book shit. This is Chuckload of Comics. Hello and welcome to Chuckload of Comics. It's time for the biggest rematch since Buster Douglas took on Evander Holyfield in Mike Tyson Spinks 2. I'm here with my friend Charles Snarls Riley.
Hello.
Who's about to answer some trivia questions, and Andy Bad Attitude Lindsay. Andy, how's it going?
I'm just blessed to be here, Chuck.
You are not blessed in any way. Basically, how this is going to work, it's going to be a 20-minute trivia challenge. We got multiple categories. Categories like MCU movies, post-credit sequences, and of course, basic comic book knowledge. So it's going to be 20 minutes of fun. If you want to change categories, guys, if you get a question right and he gets a question wrong, you have the option to change categories. All right, cool. Categories, again, are MCU movies, freaking post-credit sequences, and basic comic book knowledge. There's also a lifeline available, an Ask Shauna lifeline. Shauna, the co-host of Chuckload of Comics, is going to be here just in case these guys don't know anything. So who's ready to kick this off? You ready? Yeah. Is everybody ready? All right, Shauna, start the clock at 20 minutes. Let us know when you're going. We're going to kick off with MCU movies as the first category.
3, 2, 1.
And away we go. What character did Jeff Goldblum play in Thor Ragnarok? What character? Jeff Goldblum. Don't say The Fly. Andy, you gotta write something down, man. Okay, CJ, what do you got? The Collector's Brother. God, I kind of want to accept that.
Technically correct.
It's technically correct. Andy, what do you got? Not The Fly. I'm going to give it to CJ. We were looking for the Grand Master, but I'm going to give you a point, my man. So congratulations.
I never saw Ragnarok.
Well, that's your own problem. Yeah. Question number 2. Now, would you like to change categories or no?
No, let's stick with them all.
Okay, remember, you have a Shauna lifeline. You have 3 of them, so if you need it, use it. During a party in Avengers Age of Ultron, who was the first to attempt to pick up Thor's hammer? I love this question. Did you see Age of Ultron, Andy?
I did. I kind of liked it.
Okay, good. CJ? He saw it too. Pick an Avenger. Which one was the first to try to pick up Thor's hammer at the party? The little Avengers party they were having. Everybody got their answers? Andy? CJ?
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark is incorrect. Tony is not right. We were looking for Hawkeye. Question number 3. First appearing in Thor the Dark World, which Infinity Stone is red? What's the red Infinity Stone? Which one was it? Also obviously appeared in the latest of... Oh, you have a lifeline. Remember, you have the Shauna lifeline. Nobody wants to use it. Okay, everybody in? CJ?
No.
What do you got? He's got nothing. Soul is incorrect. Reality is correct. Andy ties it up. Ties it up. Question number 4. You've all seen Guardians of the Galaxy. What was the name of the giant floating celestial head in Guardians of the Galaxy, where the Collector lives, where they go to sell the Purple Stone? Shauna lifeline. Okay. Andy, that means you don't get to call it. Andy, you're writing feverishly over there. Feverishly. It is hot in Florida, by the way. I forgot how freaking hot. Hello, Andy. Andy's ready. Andy, what do you got?
Well, I got the funnest place on Earth, and outside of Earth, I got Chinatown.
Chinatown is incorrect. CJ, you used your lifeline. Was it worth it?
Where you going? You're going nowhere.
Nowhere is correct. Nowhere. CJ is up 2-1. Anybody want to change? You can change the category. We have post-credit sequences and basic comic book knowledge. Sticking with movies? All right. In the Netflix series Daredevil, I know this isn't technically the MCU, but what is the name of the Hell's Kitchen bar where Matt, Foggy, and Karen hang out?
Good question.
They hang out at a bar. They always go to this one bar. It's a girl's name. Begins with a J. Time's ticking away. 5 seconds. What's the bar they go to in Daredevil? Okay, there we go. CJ, what do you got?
Josie's.
Josie's is correct.
Fuck.
What do you got?
Not Josie.
Not Josie's. Wow, CJ, you thought you were going to suck at this, and you're kicking its ass.
Right. Bring it.
Question number 6. Where are we at on time? Lots of time. Good. Anybody want to change categories?
Yeah, let's go to post-credit.
Post-credit sequences. In this round, I describe a post-credit sequence. You have to tell me what movie it occurred in the post-credits. Okay. The Watchers walk away from their informant, played by Stan Lee, who begs them to stay and listen to his stories. Shauna, if you have a lifeline. If anybody is interested in using the lifeline.
Yeah, I want to use a lifeline.
Andy's using a lifeline. May be a mistake. Again, the Watchers, they were walking away from their informant, Stan Lee, who begs them to stay and listen to his stories. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. CJ, what do you got?
Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is the right answer. What did Andy get?
Guardians Galaxy 1.
Oh, wow. Well, you can't change categories then. So question number 2 in the post-credit sequence round, Tony Stark approaches General Ross at a bar and tells him a team is being put together. Tony Stark approaches... This is an old one. This is a throwback. Anybody want to do a lifeline? General Ross. CJ's already got an answer written down. Andy, what do you got?
I knew it.
Too late.
It's the Hulk movie.
The Incredible Hulk is correct, and Andy also has The Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton. All right, well, you both got it right, so we can't change the categories. Question number 3 in post-credit sequences. The Avengers assemble at the Shawarma Palace. The Shawarma Palace, the Avengers. They assemble, and they're all eating shawarma together. You got a few seconds here. A few seconds. You're running out of seconds. I don't see any writing. We're going to go to CJ first because he clearly almost has one written down. CJ, what do you say?
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron is incorrect. It was Avengers number 1. Civil War is also incorrect. Nobody got it right, so we're sticking with post-credit sequences. This is a tough category. Thanos. This one. What is the score? Score count? 4-2, CJ. Question number 4. Thanos dons the Infinity Gauntlet for the first time and utters the words, "Fine, I'll do it myself." Fine, I'll do it myself. Thanos. You see him. It's a really classic shot. Andy, you have nothing, so I'm going to go to CJ first. CJ, what do you got?
Thor 2.
We were looking for... Andy didn't even write anything yet.
Oh, shit.
You lose. You lose. Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. Boy, post-credit sequence is not you guys. This is our last post-credit sequence. And then Andy gets to pick the category.
Right.
All right. Captain America films a PSA of the importance of patience. The importance of patience. Remember, you do have a Shauna lifeline. You've each used one. Andy, you got to start writing, man. You got to start writing. Oh Shit Fuck is not a movie in the MCU. We're going to go with CJ first because Andy is already writing something. CJ.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming is correct.
At Iron Man 2.
Andy had Iron Man 2, not even close. That's it. Andy, since you're losing, you get to pick the category. You get to pick the category.
All right.
You have MCU movies or basic comic book knowledge. We have not even dove into the basic comic book knowledge yet. Okay. This supervillain is known for being the only one to break the Batman. We're looking for Break the Batman. Which DC supervillain? CJ, we're going to go to you first.
Not part of the plan.
CJ gets it with Bane, and so does Andy. Bane, all right. Question number 2. Sabanur is the name of what enormous X-Men villain? X-Men villain. Real name is Sabanur. Sounds very almost Egyptian, doesn't it? Sabanur. He was featured in a movie recently. He was also in Star Wars The Force Awakens and Star Wars The Last Jedi. Everybody's got it written down. Andy, you go first.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. The Submariner. Nice. Deep cut CJ, but it's wrong. What's the score? What's our time?
You've got 6, you've got 4, you're only 7.5 minutes.
We're only 7.5 minutes in. All right. Since Andy, you got it right, you want to stick around for comic books? Let it ride? Abe Sapien is a character found in what comic book universe?
Say it again.
Abe Sapien. is a character.
Oh,
You still have lifelines. Abe Sapien. What comic book universe would you find a character named Abe Sapien? Doesn't have to be Marvel, doesn't have to be DC. All right, we have a lifeline, and Andy hasn't written down anything yet, have you?
Say it again.
Abe Sapien is a character found in what comic book universe? All right, then. We are going to go with CJ, who has something written down.
Hellboy.
Hellboy is correct.
Oh, fuck.
Andy says Ant-Man. Sorry, no points for you. Do you want to stick with this category? You're doing pretty good.
Let's go back to the MCU.
MCU. Going back to the MCU with question number 6. While conversing with Loki in the Avengers, Tony Stark is wearing a t-shirt featuring what famous rock band?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was easy too. Can I have a letter? I got one. Never mind.
Repeat the question.
In Avengers, Tony Stark is
God.
talking to Loki and he's wearing a shirt of a band. What's the band? If it's so easy, what do you got?
You gotta think about the question.
What's your answer?
My question would be.
What's your question? What's your answer?
Oh, my answer would be, electrifying. I would say AC/DC, baby.
You're so wrong. Okay. CJ?
It's the same thing.
AC/DC, no. We were looking for Black Sabbath. Hello, Iron Man.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Question number 7 in the MCU. What is... Neither one of you guys are going to get this right. What is the name of the group of World War I soldiers led by Captain America in the first Avengers?
Say that again.
What was the name of the group of World War I soldiers led by Captain America in the first Avenger? That's Captain America, the first Avenger, not the first Avengers movie. Andy, you're feverishly writing. I'm going to go with CJ first. He says the Mighty Jackoffs is incorrect. Andy.
The Hellstorm.
Hellstorm is also incorrect. Moving on.
What was it?
It was the Howling Commandos. The Howling Commandos.
Fucking Hellstorm is way.
All right, here we go. Question number 8. We're running out of MCU movies. We're going to have to go to comic book knowledge. Who was giving a speech in Captain America Civil War when an explosion blew apart the building where the Accords were being ratified? Who was giving a speech when the shit blew up? And you guys both are writing very, very fast. Andy, I'm going to go to you first.
I'm gonna say Black Panther's father.
I'm going to give it to you. CJ?
King of Wakanda.
King of Wakanda, I'm also going to give it to you. His name's T'Chaka. See, you knew T'Chaka. What's the score?
It's 8-5, CJ.
Charles Snarls Riley is running away with it, people. Nobody saw this coming. Question number 9. In Iron Man number 1, what organization was funding Obadiah in his quest to defeat Tony? What was the name of the terrorist organization who was funding Obadiah in Iron Man number 1? This is a tough one. We're going to go with CJ first. CJ, what do you got?
Hydra?
Hydra is incorrect. Andy?
I say fucking Hezbollah, man.
Hezbollah is not correct either. We're looking for the 10 rings. The 10 rings.
Oh shit.
Last question in MCU. We're going to have to go to comic book knowledge. What is the name of the mystic blue cube that the Red Skull tries to conquer the world with? The big blue cube. It's appeared many, many times. Also in the latest Avengers 3 movie. Andy, what do you got?
What did you feel about Infinity War?
Fucking loved it. It was the best movie I've seen in a long time.
All right, cool. I have the Tesseract.
You would be correct, sir. CJ.
Same answer.
Oh my God. That's it for MCU movies and post-credit sequences. So we're forced to go to basic comic book knowledge. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
CJ, you're feeling good right now. Basic comic book knowledge. Where did we leave off? Okay. Name the ear-shattering character who acts as the leader and king of the Inhumans. You still have lifelines.
Oh, seen that one. Fuck.
It's a comic book question. You both have, whoever raises their hands first gets a lifeline.
It's like, what's her name?
We're looking for a king here. All right, 5 seconds. Use a lifeline if you want to. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Andy, what do you got?
Got Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is correct? No.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Black Bolt. We're looking for Black Bolt.
Never seen.
Okay. Havoc is the baby brother of what X-Men character? Andy, I would highly advise you to start utilizing your lifelines. It's because you're way behind. CJ, where do we got?
Cyclops.
You would be correct, sir.
Ah, fuck. I did Juggernaut.
Juggernaut is incorrect. Wow. CJ is running away with this. Andy, this is yours. This is a 4-part question. You get a point for everyone answered correctly. Andy, this is yours.
Right.
4 points if you get them all. Name the real names of all the members of the Fantastic Four.
Really?
You got to name their real names. And you don't lose a point for guessing incorrectly, but you don't gain one. You get one for every single character. I'll give you an extra minute or so. You get a point for everyone? Oh, God. Andy, oh, no. All right, well, we're going to expedite this, okay? You got 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Andy, do you know them all?
I do. Hit it. Got Sue Storm, Reed Richards, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm.
Got them all 4. CJ,
I got 3 of them.
you got 3. All right. So give Andy 4, give CJ 3. Question number 8. After retiring as Robin, what DC character did Dick Grayson become in 1984? Dick Grayson became what famous DC character after retiring as Robin? Remember, you do have lifelines. What character? All right, got a lifeline. I am going to wait for Shauna to do her lifeline. I'm wondering where we're at on time. We're nowhere close. CJ, what do you got?
Nightwing.
Nightwing is correct.
Nightwing.
Nightwing. Wow. CJ, you know a lot more about comic books than you think you do.
Yeah.
All right. In which comic book would you find the character the Comedian? The Comedian. In which comic book universe? It was a Zack Snyder film. It was which comic book universe / comic book period would you find a character called the Comedian? And you've used, I think you're out of lifelines. This is the last lifeline. I think CJ's got at least one more. CJ's out also. All right, cool.
Oh, shit.
Andy, what do you got?
I have the Watchmen.
You would be correct.
I said Arrow.
Arrow, incorrect. Andy, you're starting to get ahead now. All right. What is the name of the building in which the Fantastic Four reside?
Currently?
Just what's the name of the Fantastic Four's building? Andy is feverishly writing. CJ less feverishly, just slight peakedly. He's got a little bit of a. CJ, what do you got?
I said the Fantastic Hangout.
Fantastic Hangout is incorrect. Andy, what do you got?
It would be the Baxter Building.
Baxter Building is correct. He's pulling ahead. There's only 3 questions left. 3 questions left. Okay, so besides Wolverine, what female character has an adamantium-laced skeleton and protruding claws? What female character is also full of adamantium and is very adamantium-y? You should have held on to them lifelines, people. This is a John Cole question. Female adamantium-laced X-Men character. What is her name? What is her name? This is when the funny answers come out. CJ's got nothing. CJ, what do you got?
I got nothing.
Got nothing. Andy, you want one more second?
No, I'm actually calling for half points because I'm going to say Logan's Kid.
That is incorrect. Logan's Kid is incorrect. We're looking for Lady Deathstrike. Lady Deathstrike.
I fucking challenge, man.
Too late. Lady. No, I know you're thinking of X-23. You're thinking of X-23, X-Kinney. Although, that is a good point.
A different person, though. She also has the same.
No, but she doesn't have an adamantium-laced skeleton. She has a protruding claws, but not the skeleton. I'm not going to argue with this point anymore.
Leave it to the judges.
2 more questions. Tight game. The Lazarus Pit. The Lazarus Pit gives immortality to what famous Batman villain? The Lazarus Pit gives immortality to what famous Batman villain? I think Shauna might know the answer, but it's too late because everybody's out of lifelines. The Lazarus Pit. Immortality. What famous Batman villain? CJ, you've already got something written. Andy, you got 2 seconds.
Got it.
You got it? I'm going to go to CJ.
Ra's al Ghul.
Fucking Ra's al Ghul is correct. Andy.
I got fucking snakeoids.
Snakeoids is so wrong. It was Trimmers. Last question.
That would be graboid.
Last question. Last question here is just for fun. Norrin Rad is the human name of what galactic Marvel superhero? Norrin Rad. What galactic Marvel superhero. We're thinking galactic heroes here, people. Space fuckers is what we're talking about here. You got all the time in the world because I think CJ's already won the game. This is just for bragging rights. What's the time looking like? 18 minutes. God, we flew all those questions before 20 minutes. Excellent. CJ, we're going to you. What do you got?
I have no idea.
He has no idea. Pick a random character.
Drax.
Drax, good guess.
I would have to say the Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer is correct. Silver Surfer is correct. What's the score?
It is 15-14.
15-14. CJ wins.
Good job.
CJ wins. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like this show, I smell a rematch coming on. A rematch coming on tomorrow. Who wants to see a rematch? Nobody wants to see. He wants to see a rematch. Okay, this is how the rematch is going to work. You guys are so good at this shit. Well, I'm going to team you up. I'm going to pull a Vince McMahon and put you guys in the same team, and you're going to face none other than Shauna Lindsay in the ultimate test of comic book knowledge. So stick around for the next episode of the Chuckload of Comics Superhero Trivia Showdown, where these two idiots are going to team up and go against Shauna.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you here next time for another trivia challenge right here on Chuckload of Comics. And yeah, thanks for watching. It's really fucking hot in Florida. Goodbye.